So many of you were like, wow, I wish my husband reacted that way. Wow, you guys are so joyful. I just want to say, like, it wasn't like that with my last pregnancy. Looking back, it was quite traumatic. It was a very turbulent time in our marriage, and I feel like we loved each other, but we didn't like each other.
There were times where I was really frustrated, not having any control. It felt like my voice was insignificant. There were hormones at play. There were mistakes on both sides at play. There was past trauma, difficulty, conflict, challenges are the best teacher. I think that we have tools now, but at the same time, we can see the bigger picture.
That joy you see at the end is a result of choosing to stay and choosing to fight.
Don't be disappointed by failure. Make sure that you're growing, that you're talking, that when you're fighting, you're not fighting against, that you're fighting for.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amoni, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing a certain situation that occurred between an Asian mommy vlogger and her Nigerian husband. Now in that video she was confronting her husband, who said he doesn't want to spend Christmas Day with her and their kids, but he wants to go and watch a game with his friends.
A lot to me. And so the fact that you'd rather be at a football game knowing, or I thought you knew that about your wife.
Sounds like Christmas is actually more important than me. And that's what it sounds like.
In the video, she was really like very disturbed that he was considering staying with his friends on Christmas Day instead of staying with them, and she felt like he did not want to be with his family. The guy now said that he feels like she's not considering his own feelings. Now the video might be longer than what I've just said, but I could not find it because I think it caused a lot of issue, and they had to delete it. Now some people actually saw the video and then they had this to say about the whole situation.
A lot to me. And so the fact that you'd rather be at a football game knowing, or I thought you knew that about your wife.
Sounds like Christmas is actually more important than me. And that's what it sounds like you're saying.
So this husband told his wife, he asked her, is it okay if we don't spend Christmas Day together and I go watch football with my guys? Obviously, she's upset, as any normal person would be if their spouse was like, hey, is it okay if we don't spend Christmas Day together? And he has the audacity to say, while her feelings are hurt because he even asked to spend Christmas apart, he turns it on her. He makes it her problem, her fault. And he says, I feel like you care about Christmas more than me, because she wants to spend Christmas with him. Instead of letting him do whatever he wants, he's upset and he says, you care more about Christmas than letting me do what I want. A part of marriage is doing things together, and that includes big holidays. It makes sense that she'd be upset. But some men are so expert at gaslighting your feelings, gaslighting you when you know what they asked, what they did was rude or wrong or disrespectful. And this is such a good example of that. And just on a general note, what husband and father in his right mind asks his wife, hey, is it cool if instead of being here for Christmas, I just go hang out and do football with my guys? Oh my gosh, run. Also, if a married couple has kids and the kids are seeing that their father would rather go hang out with his buddies and watch football than be home on Christmas Day and make memories, no wonder there's so many women with daddy issues, because their lousy dads set this low standard.
Christmas is actually more important than me.
Cecilia Regina here again with my Lonely Wife series. Now, in the first clip, that was Nika Diwa with her husband, and I had to use another creator's screen recording with her face in it because they've taken down the video because it's into so much controversy. But long story short, he was saying, oh, what if I want to spend Christmas with the guys rather than you and our 2 children? Just for context, this isn't a once in a while thing. When I went searching for the Christmas video that they had taken down, I found this one from last year. This was Thanksgiving. She said out of her own mouth, not me, oh, yeah, last time this year we were almost divorced. Stay with me, because I'm not pointing all this out to shame her individually. What I am saying is, if a content creator who makes her living selling an enviable family life has this many issues, on film in a carefully curated section of her life. It's indicative of a reality that can't be easily cut around, that wives are facing generally that nobody wants to talk about. Women all over the country, on and off social media, bring the same problem to the forefront. Their husbands do not want to spend time with them. Not quality time, yeah, if they're getting it in or something like that. But the time mothers are told you're going to miss out on if you don't have a husband and children. You're going to be so lonely. You're going to be miserable. And then they get married and they make all the sacrifices society tells them to make, only to find these husbands do not want to spend time with them and are not socially mandated to do so. Because think about it. Yes, he's a jerk that he wants to spend Christmas watching football. But why do they have football games on Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Thanksgiving, every major holiday you're supposed to be spending with your family that they told you just had to have? They air football games on those days. And then the other half of the year, it is basketball, baseball. What's up with that? It's a societal issue. Women are told you need to center the family, you need to center your man, you need to be giving up all your stuff, while they're pushing men in the opposite direction. It was always intended that this family that they tell you have to have was going to hold you down, not him. The holidays are some of the busiest times of year for women. And it's not just that women are making the holiday magic happen. It's not just that women are cooking for Christmas and Thanksgiving and buying the gifts. It's that the machine of capitalism is intentionally pushing the two parties in opposite directions. They want women on the forefront consuming, because those hundreds and thousands in groceries, you're supposed to buy those. You're supposed to cook those. Unless it's something like a new car, who are Christmas commercials depicting as the buyer? Mommy. The fantasy of the American family and togetherness is a capitalist invention. Stop falling for it. Do you ever watch the commercials that air around Christmas and Thanksgiving? They're telling you, oh, buy this thing to bring your family back to the table. Yeah, you guys have drifted apart. Our item will bring you back together. You don't have them because you aren't doing this thing. Because when capitalism tells you there's a problem, they can sell you a solution. And again, I am not saying this to judge this woman in particular, but women are told we have to do the thing to bring the man to the table. So she got her mommy makeover. Oh, your man isn't paying you attention because you don't look like you did before the baby. Fair enough, she says. I'm doing the things. But I'm here to tell you, you cannot consume a solution to a problem that is endemic in the system. It was set up this way. Families as a whole have not been created so men can spend time with them and love them and protect them. That rhetoric is a modern invention to bring women back to the table because we've stopped having children. It's the carrot, you know? This is the stick. Russia is now passing legislation punishing those who promote a child-free lifestyle. Unless you have some sort of religious exemption like a priest, you could be fined up to $4,500, and it could include jail time if you're making content. Now, how does that sound familiar? Promoting not having children or criticizing the, quote, traditional family unit. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tradwife content, family-oriented content is propaganda. The Christmas video is the reality. You are going to be alone. You are going to be lonely. You're going to be fighting to have you and your children be prioritized. You're going to be begging him to want to spend time with you. You're going to almost always be on the verge of a divorce. And I am not saying that to be unkind. I'm not saying that to be judgmental. I am saying that to bring you back to reality. Let me clarify further. This will 100% happen in the case where you had to beg him to be a certain way or treat you a certain way.
This creator's husband asked if it's cool that he skips Christmas to go watch football. Quite naturally, the wife is upset. She's a little hysterical. And you would not believe what this man said. He said, it sounds like Christmas is more important than me. Like, sir, what are you even saying right now? It's Christmas. You have a kid. You have a wife. Why wouldn't you want to spend Christmas with your family? Now, I don't know if this was real or it was a skit, but if it was real, that's a red flag, ma'am.
It's not like I'm married though, but if a man looks you in the eye and tells you,
that he wants to spend Christmas watching football with the boys. When, mind you, you guys have children and you guys are married. He's not watching any foolish football with the boys, because the boys that he's watching football with, I'm sure that they have families that would, in their right senses, want the so-called boys to be around on Christmas Day. And the thing is, yeah, the man is Nigerian. And if you know anything about Nigerian culture, Christmas is just basically about family. Like, to the point that people in townships, they start to go back to their hometowns to spend time with extended family. So culturally safe, the man knows, like, that is how he has been indoctrinated. And you know that these men, it's very hard for them to lose these certain types of traditional values. So the man already knows, like, by default, that Christmas is for family. So for him to know all that and say, can I spend Christmas with the boys? There is no boys, though. There is no boys. Like, I hate to tell you, there is no boys. I'm very sorry. I say, let me tell you. Now, personally, I don't know what was said after the clip that I could see, based on the stitches that some people did with it. But I feel like she has the right to be upset that he doesn't want to spend Christmas Day with his family, with her and their kids. It's a genuine concern, it's a genuine thought and feeling that she had, and she did the right thing to let him know that it's not fair, and him going to stay with his friends or watching a game with his friends on a day that's supposed to be all about family is actually not right. Now, the guy saying that he feels like she is not considering his feeling. I don't get that concept. You can watch the game in the house. Do you have to go to the stadium or whatever? So I don't get why he wants to go to the game with his friends. And why are they always having games? I even noticed it with football, soccer, whatever you call it. They used to have games on Christmas Day or Boxing Day, which is weird, on the day that people are supposed to be with their family. So the players are not with their family on Boxing Day or Christmas Day. It's weird. Anyway, she was right to actually confront him and try and talk to him that he should spend Christmas Day with them. Some people in the comment section were saying that he probably has a second family and he's going to go and meet them. Yes, he has another family. He has two other kids that are way older than this lady's kids and are closer to the age of the lady. But the lady is very close to his two other kids. So he has a girl and a boy. She's close to the kids. So if they want to spend time with their father, they would definitely go to his house, her house, and they will all be there. So it's not like he was going to spend time with his other kids. He wanted to go to the game with his friends, which is wrong in my own opinion, because Christmas is Christmas. What are you going outside for? Anyway, I also feel like the whole video was not supposed to have been posted, because if you check her page, she has been very vocal about the fact that they've not had the best marriage lately. They've been working towards getting better in their marriage, and I feel like she's not supposed to be posting all those things, in my own opinion. I don't know, maybe because I'm Nigerian or something. Those kind of things are things that we don't like post. I don't know. I feel like she should be working on their marriage. They should be working on their marriage offline, and they should just do the entertainment part. Even though sometimes we say there's not everything that we see online that is being posted. But there's some things that should not be posted. Now, she recording the whole confrontation was not necessary in my own opinion, and then uploading it was really not necessary, because it was obvious she was very disturbed, and he was just not really disturbed. Maybe that's his own way of being disturbed, I don't know, but it was just not necessary. And the fact that you've been open about how your marriage is not there, and you people are having issues, but you're working towards it, you're fighting towards it. There's just some things you don't put online. And I felt like that was one of those things that she doesn't put online, because it now looks like she has been complaining a lot, trying to convince people that even though everything is not rosy, they are fighting to make the marriage better and everything. I don't know. Maybe because me, I'm not someone that would post those kind of things, so I feel like it's a little too much information for all of us on the internet. But I don't know what you guys think about the whole situation. Do you think her posting it is okay? The guy, as I've said, I don't like his thought process, and I don't like how he tried to like change the whole thing and gaslight her into thinking that she was not taking into account his own emotions, his own feeling. Because I don't know why you want to spend Christmas Day with your friends, and I didn't like that. But I don't know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think that she was right to confront him? Do you think she was right to post it on her page? Do you think his request to watch a game with his friends on Christmas Day instead of spending the day with her and their kids is a valid request? I would love to hear your own thoughts about this whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get the discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.